Welcome to one of Auckland's markets. Not a whole lot of produce going on there today, but a lot of kind of artisan producers and yeah, quite a cool little atmosphere. I'm going to use the broccoli stalks because I'm completely obsessed with food waste, and 90% of the time people throw the whole stalk away, and when it's nice and fresh and young like this, the stalk and the leaves are actually tasty, and yeah, good for you, so why not? Let's go. And what kind of technique should I use for this? I'm going to do a bit of a turbo steam that the chef in New York taught me for asparagus. Get some olive oil or some fat in your pan and heat it up real smoking hot. Throw it in there, give it a bit of a shake around, then put a little bit of water in there so it all explodes and goes nuts, and put a lid on, shake it around a little bit, and it cooks it really fast. So we'll see how that works with broccoli stem. So I'm just going to cut these down in kind of manageable sized chunks, and yeah, part of my philosophy with cooking is don't be afraid, experiment, you can only mess it up. You're going to have to mess it up pretty bad for it to be inedible, but you'll learn a lot from each of them. So, little battens like that. And I guess I'm trying to apply the same philosophy to making videos, because I probably should check this out and see that you're not just seeing a talking body and none of this. So crouching cook now. Been looking for a name or a theme, so maybe that can be it. Or maybe I just need someone that actually knows how to make videos. So just whack them up. Of course, you're trying to cut them like even size-ish to make them cook the same kind of in the same time. That's why we cut things the same sizes, so they cook at the same rate. Get a pan smoking hot. Throw some fat of some sort in it. I've got olive oil. Part of this concept was just using olive oil, salt and pepper, and whatever I can find at the market. So a couple of tablespoons, something like that. Don't bother measuring. Good amount of salt. Don't let anyone tell you salt is bad for you. Our overconsumption of salt comes from eating too much processed food. It's not the salt shaker that's the problem. Mind you, after working in some New York kitchens, the amount of salt and butter that they sling around there, you don't want to dine out all the time either. But at home, little salt, that's what actually makes the difference in taste between your cooking and a restaurant's cooking. People don't use enough salt. So lots of salt and pepper. And then we're going to wait for this to get really hot, and we're going to get organised. We get a little, like half a glass of water ready to throw into it once it gets smoking hot, and these have been put in there. And now we're going to brainstorm how the rest of this dish is going to come together. So we've got broccoli stalks, got some nice blue cheese, a bit of leek. I think I'm going to have to sweat the leek down. Maybe this comes out and rests and I sweat the leek down. Or maybe let's try and put a bit of leek in at the same time, eh? Why not? Why not? I'm just going to use the real bottom part of the leek. Leek usually takes quite a long time to cook, so I'm going to really try and get a nice fine dice on this. Go. Through it like that, and what can I tell you about leek? I don't reckon I use enough leek, and I really like it. Usually it just ends up going in stocks and like a mirepoix type thing, but let's try and use it some more. I guess I think of French food when I think of leek these days. Alright, is our pan smoking yet? Not quite, it's getting there. So I'm changing tack, leek's going in, and once it starts to burn or kind of get close to burn, one shade off burn, we'll throw all these broccoli stalks in and throw some water in, or maybe some stock actually. I've got some smoked chicken stock in the fridge. I might be doing a bit too much here, especially for the original concept, but I'm enjoying it, and that's what it's about, cooking and having some fun. And broccoli stems going. But whatever, here's the technique: pan, half a cup of water in there. Let's bring you in over here for a look-see. So it's kind of like a turbo steam effect, or, well, that's the idea, and you should really use a really heavy base pan, get it smoking hot. But let's kind of see the lid off that, give it a stir around, and let's see what other inspiration comes along the way. So I think the leeks softened quite nicely. I think these broccoli stalks and leaves are getting there. Yeah. Nice and crunchy. I like my broccoli crunchy. Don't think that was at all the kind of recipe concept that I told you in the beginning, but it's getting there. So I think all that needs to try and keep it simple and show some restraint, which I really struggle at sometimes, is pear and blue cheese. That's how we're going to finish it. Maybe a little bit of acid too. So some lemon juice or some sort of vinegar. So yeah, let's get on to that.